Secretary for Legal Affairs, that is Patrick Chinamasa, who has been back forth, particularly with the issue of co-option of Tagwirei. At one point issuing the statement, and then at one point the statement disappearing on social media platform X, and again bringing back the statement, and as if that was not enough, towards the end of the week, on a Friday, whilst people were preparing to go for a holiday, Patrick Chinamasa also throws a bomb, this time around not on his social media page, but through the ZANU-PF propaganda machinery. So we are seeing now ZANU-PF using propaganda machinery against itself, a tradition that used to done to the opposition in Zimbabwe. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. Does the co-option of Tagwirei, which has been announced by Patrick Chinamasa this time around through a state media, and it captioned this, the announcement was made via state media, that is your Herald. Of course, it has been cascaded to other state propaganda machineries and run by the Marakashi, as well as the Mnangagwa faction is in a celebratory mood on social media regarding this co-option of Tagwirei. But remember, this co-option has to be confirmed, and even him, Patrick Chinamasa, the headline that is run by the state media of ZANU-PF is actually misleading, because it gives that the man has been co-opted and what by the Politburo, and what is left is for the Central Committee to note that co-option. But in my view, I think it's early to celebrate, taking into consideration the mood around this matter of retired General Chiwenga, as well as the mood around this matter of other senior ZANU-PF officials such as Chris Mutswango. So it's far from being over, in my view, and you can tell what Blessed Geza has said before, that ZANU-PF is currently run by a group of people called Zikanandas, alongside the wife as well as the children of Mnangagwa, because of the mental health condition of the current sitting president in Zimbabwe. I think I can buy into that idea, specifically looking at the back and forth that has been done by Patrick Chinamasa, and also, if indeed this was the position of ZANU-PF, it is supposed to be announced through a press conference or through a press statement that is issued obviously by him, Patrick Chinamasa, and then handed to the Secretary General of the party, and then the Secretary give it to the spokesperson of the party, who happens to be Chris Mutswango. But all these processes have been flouted. We are seeing it. I think they are testing the waters. They are really testing the other faction on how it will react to this matter. And it may be true that this is not concocted by even Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa may not be aware because of his mental condition. It is indeed the group of Tagwirei working with the son of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, your Owen Mudas of today. They may be the ones who are pushing this agenda. But guess what? As they do so, this is an escalation, and we've got two factions in ZANU-PF. The one saying, no, the co-option was not done. If there is anything, the man wanted to buy himself, up to the top position, if we had to borrow from the words of Chris Mutswanga, but this was thwarted by the Politburo. But the other faction says, in a meeting that was chaired by retired General Chiwenga, because there was no one who actually questioned the minutes, and noting even the page where it dealt with the Gudawashe Tagwirei's co-option, and they said that sailed through in the minutes of ZANU-PF. Of course, other issues were corrected, but this aspect was not corrected, and by so doing, it means the Politburo has no problem with it. So you can see that they are trying to play a political, technical game, which is very, very dangerous. By the way, if retired General Chiwenga ordered the Minister of State to actually chase out Gudawashe Tagwirei during the ZANU-PF Central Committee meeting. Now, what would change his mind in this other Politburo? And also remember, details of what was discussed on that Politburo, which was chaired by retired General Chiwenga, they are still not yet out, most probably because these are controversial, very, very explosive details that can actually rip the party apart. But you can see from the look of things these days that we've got a ZANU-PF that is very, very fragile. We've got a ZANU-PF that cannot agree. We've got a ZANU-PF that fails to even disseminate information. It is sending different information, and that on its own tells you where it is going as a political party. It's either, in order for it to have peace, then there has to be one leader who calls the shots. At the moment, they are two warring leaders. The other one interprets the resolutions of the meeting in a certain way, and the other one equally do so also in a certain way. And we have never seen ZANU-PF at this vulnerable state. Even during the tenure of Robert Gabriel Mugabe, there was always one center of power. We only heard about the factionalism of Mnangagwa through media, specifically private media, and not revealing their source, the sources becoming anonymous, and these sources were military personnel, by the way. Something exactly that is happening these days, but also we are seeing factionalism playing out within the state media of ZANU-PF, which makes it so serious this time around. I think Blessed Geza has to come and actually give us a hint of what is happening. I think he may not come as long as there is no tangible action, and as long as he is not given instructions to do so. Remember, they want this time around to catch these people by surprise. They don't want them to be aware of what they are planning, and this provocation makes the day of reckoning to be actually nearer to the Zwikanandas, as retired General Chiwenga promised that their days will surely come, as much as they are disputing and fighting so hard to prevent such a day, but it appears it will be inevitable because of their actions. They are playing a very, very dangerous political game. I think if I was a politician, I would never be acting in such a manner, using, of course, Patrick Chinamasa. And I've said that Patrick Chinamasa within ZANU-PF, he is also afraid. Attempts on his life numerous times have been done. So you cannot say this is a man who is acting on his own accord. He is trying to protect his life because a lot has happened since the government of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa took over, something that highly indicates that he is part of the targeted list. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send our stars. Okancube Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the